Everyone, I'm Vicki. Welcome to my channel. We have been working on the True Junk Journal, so I'm going to continue on. I got some things prepared because it was a lot of thinking trying to figure this out. So I still haven't figured out that page yet. The first page. We've done that one. We did that. Oh, I did stencil this. I was just concerned about these manilla pages. There's so many of them. So I did some stenciling on that one. I was actually going to bring some stencils over here, but I forgot. So I found coffee. I thought maybe I can do a coffee page. I thought this would be a great way to cover. Oops. Oh boy, I need that too. Got it. I was going to just glue these on. What was I going to glue them on? Here or here? Let me see. Forgot. I did this a couple days ago. Maybe I was just gluing those on this page. Then I was going to put that on. So let's do that, except it's kind of too long. Let me snip a little off of that. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's weird. But, you know, anything's possible in here. Okay, this was going that way. I'm cutting off right here, sort of. Let's just move those off. Okay. I'm going to snip a little more. It's not really straight, so let's kind of straighten it a little. I'm just going to glue it on there. Got to get moving. I mean, this is just, it's like it's going to take me a long time. This was the glue that's all sticky. I'm going to go to this one because this paper is kind of fragile and I don't want to get involved in that glue stick on this. I was using it on some other stuff the other day and used up quite a bit of it, and it just seems to have gotten worse sticky wise. Okay, put that way over there. Let's just whoops. You do have a little bit of time with this glue. You can do a little bit of sliding, but just want to be careful when you set it down. Sometimes things don't move depending on your glue. This glue stick, normally you can. You have some time to do some sliding. Okay, this piece, got to get my head together. This was going here, that's right. Here, so I'm going to cut this off the bottom. Kind of gives me a edge to follow. I didn't get super close. Okay, good enough. It's a junk journal. Junk journal. Okay, I'm going to fold this in half because that was sticky. Kind of rough working in a crowded desk like this, but it's kind of the way I work normally, so it's not that different. Except the book's open right here, and it's okay. Now what was the top and what was the bottom? I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to put that there and that there. That's oh. We didn't check this side. I'm just going to do that. And that's good enough. Now I need this piece. Oh boy, not quite big enough. Not more. I mean, this is going to fill most of that. Let me see, maybe I can put it that way. Yes, maybe that was my plan. I mean, a couple days have gone by since I actually did this, so I'm going to cut this up here just to try to, you know, fit that. And that's going there. Don't think too much. It's not that important. Of course, now I don't remember which way it was supposed to go. Not that way, this way maybe. There we go. So they're matched there, so we'll just rejoice in that. This doesn't matter, but I'm going to just do that. Now, that's going away, and I'm going to put this right here. Okay. This is from a cookie store, but I'm not... Sprinkles, maybe. So, called Sprinkles. They have cupcakes. I've never been there, so I can't say for sure what all they have, but I'm sure a lot of different things. Or maybe just cupcakes. I don't know. So this is going to go here. I don't know what else I might put on this page, if anything. I mean, I have a lot of little stuff. I just didn't have a lot of big stuff. That's what the problem turned out to be, when I thought I had a ton of stuff. So I was thinking of putting that there, but not yet. You just got to get things planned. Then I had this that I was thinking of maybe putting here as a belly band. But again, not quite sure. I'm going to do the things I actually am sure of. Okay, I glued this down. This was an envelope. The inside of an envelope. No, it was a bank statement thing. So I'm thinking I can just glue this on there. I hope you can see that. And leave these two blocks. Or I can put this on either side and have the whole thing covered. I was thinking of just leaving it like that for interest. Oh, I don't know. What do I want to do? What? Glue a piece here and a piece there. Maybe so. Okay, this will be here. So I need to cut it like here. That piece will go there. And this will go here. And I need a small piece for over here, so that should work. Okay, let me just glue them on. I wasn't going to, but you know, I only have one chance here. So I'm going to put it down here and try to cut it off. Don't know how that's going to work. But I'll give it a shot. Okay. You know, by turning it over and trimming it. One way or another, I will. Okay, now this is the inside of the coffee thing. I don't know if the glue's going to hold. This will be a test. We'll all know. I was going to use my Fabra fixed here, but it looks so thick, I'm not sure if it'll come out. So I'm just going to use the glue stick for now, and we'll see if it holds. I'm going to put it on here. Kind of heavy. I mean, it might hold it perfectly. Who's to say the Fabrifix will hold it? I don't know. I think it's supposed to hold a lot of things, so. Oh. Well, that wasn't good. Now I got to get that off of there. Off of his ear. Okay. Let me rub this in. Okay. I'm usually mindful of what's on there, but I just wasn't. I was too concerned about the glue. Okay. Well, that's cute. Now, I don't know what I'll do up there. I'm sure something. When I get to using all my little things that I have in here. Okay, I was concerned about covering pages, like these papers. I put them in here because they were kind of heavy. They weren't super heavy, but they were heavier than, like, say, that. So I was thinking, well, maybe I can cut this and put this on there. And I think I'm going to do that. But the thing is, let's see. If I do that, let me cover this before that becomes disaster. Let me see. I'm thinking I can just take the scissors right here and cut it. Let's do the right one, okay? Here. Make sure I'm not cutting more than I want to. Okay. Got that. So, now we've got this going on. I am going to leave that and just glue this on like this and deal with anything else afterwards. Actually, this could come down to there. And I'm going to put something in there. I don't know what. Let me think about it. Actually, I might glue something over there. That'll be the best way to do it. So let me see. I will put the glue on here. I need a page. Here's one right here. As it happens. There we go. No. Well, let me see. Can maybe, it's almost gone. This is a good way to use it when you got some big moves. And the paper's, you know, somewhat heavy. Okay. Garbage. I'm glad to see it go. I'm not going to miss it. Okay, let's come across here. Hope I'm not overreaching. Probably did, but we can work with that. Oops. Now. Let's behave. Okay, let's get this down here. I mean, especially the edges you want to get really good. Here I am getting the glue all over my fingers, but I have to hold it. There must be a tool or something you could use to do that. I'm not going to worry about it being completely 100% because it is a junk journal. So let's move this down as far as we can. Okay. Okay. Ah, that's why this comes in handy, because I've got glue on my fingers. Let's go around that hole. Let's do this really quick and then pull the page back. I don't want it to glue it to the other one. Oops. Okay. If you had some powder, you could actually put a little powder down right there, right now, but I don't have any out here. So, I mean, who would have powder sitting around out here? Some people have those little, like a sachet type thing. It's a little square thing with powder that they put on when they get glue. I just don't have one. You could buy those or make those by just making a little, like a little pillow and filling it with the powder and then sewing it up. Okay, so at some point, I will probably stencil that. So there, I've covered that, and I've got this bag. This was a gift bag that I probably would never use. I have a ton of gift bags that I save. I'm like, oh, I can give a gift in that, but I don't give that many gifts that aren't a card. So I don't need a bag. Okay, there, that's done. Let's see what else I put in here. I've got that, but that's something I'm gonna do at some point. Surely I had more than that. Felt like I did. Sure wish I had those stencils. They would sure be handy right now. Well, here's a bag. I was going to do this, okay, to cover that paper right there. I know that's in the way just by looking at it. So I'm thinking, what do I want to do? So I can come down here and do this. That's going to take right up to like here. It's going to cut right through the Bob Evans. But I might do that anyway. I've got an idea. I would like this to be straight. So we're going to bring this guy out on top of the pile. And we're going to do this kind of safely. Just the fact that I want to bring it up as high as I can. Just make sure your finger's clear of this. I think I told a story on my last video about my new Tim Holtz cutter. The blade isn't like here, it's like bent that way, and so I got the dull side. Could have been worse. Okay, now I'll just keep that here. So I'm going to put this here. This is where this is going to go. Well, we won't just pull that. Let's go in there. And I'm going to here. And I'm just going to bend it down. Hope I can stay out of the video. Let's see. I'm going to put this like here, here, and here. And that's where I'm going to cut it. Okay. Oh. Right. Let's see, I've got a shadow. We're going to do that. Now, we still have that side to deal with. We're doing this on here, and now down in here. Let's just do that and let that be our, oh no, can't use this. So I get out these, and I'm going to just go down the line. Remember, keep your eyes on the tip of the scissors. Okay. That's where it's going. Let's see. There and down here. It's going to be just a little. I'm going to take just a smidge off of here. And that way, that's a good fit. It's pretty good there. Okay, so what I'm thinking, if only I could glue half and put it on and glue the other half. But I could do that, and I will. So we're doing half. I'm gonna turn that over. It is kind of dry, but maybe sticky. Okay, okay. We're gonna go half. Do half. Okay. This may be a learning moment, and it may not be. It may be a learn to not do it this way. But I think it's going to work. I'm almost certain of it. gonna go down a little further. I could probably go further, but I'm not. I'm just gonna end it there. Okay, we're gonna put this on here. Okay, up here, where we wanted, up there, over, okay, okay. Oh, so far so good. Where's my little smoothing towel? Okay, it doesn't matter if it gets creases in it. This gives it character. That's what we say, remember? Oh, I can't move it now. So I gotta snip some of this out of there. I gotta move the character a little bit. Okay, good enough. So now I could do two things. I could glue on here or on here. I'm thinking I'm going to glue on the page right there, the bag. I'm going to glue on here, I think. That wasn't my original plan. I was going to glue down here. But I'm going to glue on here now. Change my mind. We can do that. If something looks a little better, go for it. We reserve the right to change our plan when something looks suddenly different and better. Okay. Okie doke. Just get those edges as best as you can. Now we're just going to come down. Now we got it. Sometimes you just have to stop and think how to do something. Don't think it always has to be done in a traditional way, because there's always something better, easier, or it's not easier, but it's just going to look better. Now this, we will have to take this to fix that. This wasn't our fault. This was just the bag. Now this worked fine the other day when I was in here. Just want to point that out. That sounded good. Okay, it's coming out. I'm just going to kind of reach in because I don't want it to come out too badly. And we're going to push that way. To push it towards the edge. And it doesn't really matter if it's all the way or not. It's fine. Okay, now I was going to take this and cut this out and glue it on the top. Oh, I've just had another idea. I need to back it though with something and not just anything. Something heavy, heavy-ish, heavier than that. Let's see, not that. That heavy enough. Well, maybe. I love that right there. Does everybody see that? I'm going to put that here. I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to cut large to make sure I can do what I just thought of. Okay, over there. Okay, so I want to glue this towards there, on the other side, of course. So let's just hold it up. I have to hold it up in the light.
for better viewing purposes. Okay, that's it right there. So this is what we're going to do. Oops. We are going to, I want to glue this side. Without moving it, you see. Oh, would you look at that? Well, that's fine. I can get it again by holding it up, putting it where I want it, right about there, I think. Right about there. Okay. So there. I didn't let it get me. Well, that can't be used. Let's go on to this one. What I'm going to do is fold this back to here and glue this. Okay. Remember, don't let the project beat you. You got to win at all costs. Okay. There we go. It looks like it might be a little crooked, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Now we're going to cut this off. And we have made ourselves like a kind of a page tab, but not really a page tab. It's going to stick up. We're going to glue this, don't need that, on here. And then when you turn it, you're going to see that. So we can put it down as far as this, you see. Because it's a little flimsy, I'm going to mark, how do I mark it? How? Maybe I can glue it with this. Here again, I am going to put the glue, whatever I can get. On here. There's a glob in there, I can tell you that right now. We're just going to do that. Put that on. Okay. Good. Okay. I'm going to actually put a little right here. Now we're going to turn the book and finish it off. Like here. Let's just go here. Up across the top. Okay. Down in there. I'm squeezing. It's not like I'm going to squeeze that glob out of there. I think sometimes it gets stuck along the sides and you just can't. I gotta be careful here. I don't want glue to get where it shouldn't be. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna put some glue here. There we go. Let's do some covering, some closing. Oh, I mean, I can feel it in there, so. Okay, there we go. We have that. So when we close the book, we have that sticking out. We just couldn't go up too high because it's not super thick, so it's good right where it's at. So we got that page covered. What else did I have? Okay, this is a pocket flip. So I need to close this. So instead of gluing inside here, I'm going to use some washi tape. I'm looking around my desk and I don't see any. Well, here's this. Here's this little gadget I have. I'm going to use this. You're not going to see much of it. And I don't know how wide I need it to be. So I'm going to use this thing I actually bought in California at a store called Dazo. I don't know if they have them anywhere besides California. It started out as a made in Japan. And then, of course, you started noticing more and more things were made in China. I guess maybe Japan doesn't produce enough to supply a store. I don't know. Well, that's not good. I'm going to start here and go down, and whatever that is, it is. So, and again, if I put it on, yeah, it'll be on the inside. So we need to back this up with our glue stick because this glue is never great. I think I did buy some washi tape in that store. I can't remember. I don't know that it was this piece right here. None of that, this on that gizmo came with it. It, you know, was separate. So let's put this here. Now, oh good. So now the pocket still goes to there, if you know what I mean. You didn't lose anything by having to glue in there. Then you'd have only this much for your tag. Okay. Whoop. That may have to be addressed. Well, actually, was I putting this on there? I can't remember. I could. Maybe I like this with the warning and everything. Oh, so I'm covering up the tape. I see. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll put this on this side. And it can go, well, it's not even tall enough. I don't know what I was thinking, but we do need to close that, actually. And being that it's long, this doesn't matter that we lose. Let's get our glue. Come out of here. Okay. I'm going to squeeze it kind of towards this way. Okay. We have done that. Now I'm thinking about this. Do I want to do that? What am I going to do with the rest? I could go up high and put tape there. That's what we'll do. So I will put this up here. Then I will do that hole. What do I do about this? I could leave that a pocket. Maybe I will for now. You can always close it up later, trim it off, whatever. I'm thinking I'm just going to leave it as a pocket. So we're just gluing this, so let's do that. Of course, I'm running out of papers. Well, I'm not running out there. I have a ton. I have so much to glue on. I had to quit saving things. I saved, you know, not magazines, but mailers, ads, that sort of thing. Okay, so this is going like this, so we don't need to glue this very edge. We can glue close to the edge, but we don't need to glue the edge. And whatever doesn't get glued, we have our little tip to reach in there and get it. And that's what we will do. So let's just get this. We'll get that glued in. I have a feeling that I do not have near enough stuff here. After I thought I had so much stuff, I thought, oh my gosh, I got to put all these pages in this book. No, I'm going to have a lot left over. And I'm going to have to be adding to this book as time goes on. So just remember that. I will be saving stuff that I deem appropriate. I'm going to be kind of gearing, towards things I can use to cover the pages. That's what I'm going to be looking for now. Because I have a ton of little bits and pieces to glue on the page. I just don't want a bunch of pieces on the page. I want to theme the pages. Like I've already got some themed for coffee. Okay, this seems good for now. And we'll leave that for now. Down the road, I will cut that out with my punch. I'll punch it out. Okay, some of these things I just wasn't sure of. I was thinking of gluing this on here, but it's just too, I'm gonna have to sacrifice something. And I don't know what, so I don't know what I want to do with this. What I could do is find a center. I could cut it in half and glue half here and half here. I'm gonna put it here because that's gonna be my plan. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I will do that. Let's see where we're at. Oh, 37 minutes. I might be able to do one more thing before I end this. And I think I'm just gonna sit down here and do another video so I can keep it rolling. Oh, and I got this in the mail. I ripped this open and I thought, that would make a good thing for a junk journal. The idea of it. So I haven't quite perfected that in my head. I will use this piece in here. I can glue, you know, something on here and something on here. How cool. I'm going to come up with something. Okay, what have we got? What have we got? Okay, I was going to glue the steel cut oats onto here. And I will. I'm going to do that now. Just got to get as much done as I can. And then I can show you some things I'm playing with. Some ideas that may be done by the next video. So I think I'm already up to part 6. This is either going to be part 6 or 7, so I'm just going to keep them rolling. And I think I may actually start doing other videos in between of other things that I've got some other ideas for, so that every video isn't this. So I can, you know, video right after this and get another one and then just schedule it for a few days from now. And in between, I can maybe upload another project. So there we have that. This pocket. What else do we have? Oh, my bubble gum. Isn't that cool? But I want a background. Let's see what else I had. Might not have had anything else. That might be it. I have that, but I don't know what I want to do with it. It seems like it should be used. Oh no. Well, that's looking like it. And I had this smiley thing. What did I have? I had my Joe. Maybe I was going to put that here. This page I just had to kind of skip because I don't know. I want to get some cool stencils. I'm going to put these on here with Joe. And this was from a Kleenex box, but it just looks good. I'm thinking about gluing this on here. I can actually do that right now. I'm going to use that. So let me lay it down so it can get itself ready. Okay, didn't I just say I was making it a pocket? If I didn't, I was thinking it. So I don't need that. Don't want to mess it up before I even get started. Just see that in there. Okay, this is going to go on here. So, okay, where's my punch? My punch. I'm going to use this one. This is a 1 inch. I wrote the size on them. So I'm going to eyeball the center. And just do that much. There we go. Let's see if we can ink it. I don't know if the ink will stay on this because it's that shiny. I'm going to give it a go. You can always try something. Maybe it'll dry on here after days and then it won't, you know, brush off as you rub it because it didn't thoroughly dry. I just don't know. I do not know. Okay, is my glue ready? Okay, we're going to go down the side. Kind of, sort of. Down this side. And I'm going to do the bumps. Not that anything's going to fall out the bottom, but I do want these kind of down. So I'm going to take and just kind of rub that down. Okay. I'm going to look close for the edge. That looks good. Now I'm going to have to hold this because I'm going to have to grab. I need to close that. I'm going to set this down right here. And I'm going to, oops, see it's sliding. I want to hold it in place. Especially these things, so that they're adhered, so that they're not, you know, catching on things that, you know, never know. It's at the bottom, so it shouldn't be an issue, but okay, I think that's a good grab. That will go on here, but I do want to do a stenciling on there too, so that's going to be up and coming. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you're enjoying the whole series. I have it in a playlist called True Junk Journal. And like I said, I think this might be 6 or 7 parts. So just keep your eyes out for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day.